Hey y'all, it is me, Stop, Drop, and Roll On, and tomato soup. I'm kind of slow getting on the train sometimes, depending on what it is. And for some reason, I have always thought like soup is like for the wintertime when it's cold outside and snowing and all this stuff. And I think it's like conditioning because really and truly that's how we get, you remember the little Campbell soup commercial. It seems like we get those commercials mainly in the fall and winter months. And so you just get conditioned to thinking that soup is for fall and winter. But soup, I am finding out, just like with everything else, is whenever you want it and you make it work for whatever works for you. So, with that being said, I never grew up really eating tomato soup. I started liking tomato soup after I got older. However, it's only certain tomato soups that I actually like. And it's not the ones in the cans because they taste like can. And then they make these little ones that microwave with the little white lining on the inside of them. And I just can't see how safe that can be. I'm just saying. And they don't taste that good either. So I was around on YouTube and I wasn't looking for a soup recipe, but I think that this was a video that was trending or something. And this young lady had she had an unusual color of hair. And I was just like, oh, that's really cute. I mean, I wasn't thinking about doing it. I'm like, look, this is for y'all. I don't. But anywho, it's cute on her. Actually, is very beautiful on her, to be totally honest. Her channel is Donedo. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it stands for. I just happened to remember it because when I went and looked on that particular video, I think she was getting a haircut or something. I noticed that, or maybe I don't know what she was doing. Anyway, I ain't going there. But what I noticed was there was a video for tomato soup. And I said, well, let me look at that and see, what it is. Basic, simple, very doable. 2 to 3 tomatoes look like what she had, and I'm doing it from my memory. Onion, and she also had, I want to say the 1 or 2 heads of garlic. And basically, all she did was quartered everything, put it on a sheet pan, and drizzled some olive oil over it, put it in the oven and roasted it, and then she pureed it down in her blender. Now, what she pureed it down with, I don't know because I didn't commit all that to memory because I have been experimenting with this recipe. And when I say this, I've been eating this for like 2 months off and on. This ain't what I'm living off of by any means. But I put it in this thing because I want y'all to see what the soup looks like and the consistency of it and all of that. This is pepper and I blended this one down pretty good, but I'm going to tell you what I have done with it. Basic stuff is still the same. She roasted garlic, but what she did was she roasted the garlic and then sprayed it on some crusty bread. Well, I don't need the crusty bread. And so, what I have done initially when I was thinning it out, the pureeing of the vegetables, I used vegetable stock. And I didn't really, how stock, a soup sometimes calls for a richness, and sometimes stock just doesn't do it. And that's why a lot of soups have cream and stuff like that added to them. And I was like, okay, if you, I just left it alone right there. I just, So what I have been doing is I drink almond milk for the most part. when I'm not being lazy, I will make the almond milk. But here as of late, I have been being lazy, and so I have been buying almond milk. But what I'm really buying is the almond and coconut blend milk. And I always buy unsweetened. And I don't really buy vanilla because I want to have the option of using it, not having to overcome sweetness if I'm trying to use something in a savory way. Now, there's that. I used the almond coconut milk to thin my pureed vegetables out. For me, I did go ahead on and roast the garlic, but I put it in the soup. And where I'm at now is it's not just tomatoes and onions and garlic, but mine is tomatoes and onions and garlic and basil. Oh my. That thing right there is something else. And when you thin it down with the coconut / almond milk, you got you some soup. This stuff is good. I mean, I really, really enjoy this. It is filling. I mean, you can, like I said, I put it in this just so y'all could see it. And I used the smoked pepper and salt melange to season it. So it has a little bit of even a smoky flavor on top of the roasted vegetable taste. That's what I was thinking of. But I was also thinking that they have a spice at Trader Joe's, and they have been out of it for a while. And it's like smoked seasoning, which I know would really set this off. And they haven't been having it for a while, so I might go back and see if they've got it in yet. But y'all, if you get an opportunity and you try this, just, you know, just like I did, make it your own and make it what you want it to be. It can't be bad. It's just vegetables, a little negligible amount of olive oil, and then coconut almond milk mix. You know, basically, I think even for a cup serving of milk, it's like 60 calories, my milk. And so that's not much, even though I didn't even use a full cup, you know, because I just didn't have to. But this is really good. I wanted to share this with y'all, and I've been trying to share it with y'all for a while. And this is what I'm having for my lunch. And that is that. And I hope y'all are having a good day. Move your meat. I really am going to move mine. This morning I got up late because I stayed up too late. But I've been moving around, and I am going to get my workout in. Hear me. Trust and believe. All right. I will talk to you all later. Have a good day.